Hello students. So in the last lecture we had seen the first stanza of Father Returning Home, a very beautiful poem on written on father. So many times we have never thought about our father like this. He is present. He is just taken for granted as mostly he is there. We always think like that. He's and he is always most neglected person in the family. Yes, this is the truth because it is a proof that very little work is written on father. Okay, so in this poem also we have seen how father goes every day to the office. He commute every day, travel by the train, and he's so tired when he returns back. He hurriedly start for his home when he gets off from the local from the train on the platform. He hurries very fast towards home because he wants to meet his family members, and in that case he also doesn't think about his safety. Or he's very hurriedly he's walking towards the home. When he comes very late at night, so when he comes late at night, the children mostly the children are most of the time the children are slept. There is no one to wake up for him, to wait for him, and he has to eat whatever the food is remain, and then without talking to anyone he again goes to sleep like that. So see, this the first stanza we have finished. So now let us move to the next. Home again, I see him drinking weak tea, eating a stale chapati, reading a book. So when he came back, as I told you, the speaker of the poem, a son or the daughter who, who has written on the, or maybe not just a son and daughter, a general son or a general child who can, because this is the common picture of a father in the suburban city. So it does not mean that the speaker is talking about his or her father only. Okay, the speaker is generalizing the the character of father in this poem. Okay, the speaker is talking generally what all the fathers are like. So he just describing, imagining how the father returns home, and then how his uh, life goes, how total life. So he's so like that. This description is generalized. Okay, generalized description. So he says, okay, he says, the speaker says that I can imagine that the father comes home late and then there is no one to wait for him. He has to eat cold food. Okay, he drink weak tea. Sorry, weak tea. He also the tea he drinks. Actually, tea gives us the strength. Tea gives us freshness. Tea gives us cheerfulness. But the tea which father has, that is also described as weak, like him, so weak. So what you can say about that? If the tea stale chapati, he's eating stale cold chapati which is not fresh at all, and reading a book. So his food is also like that. His tea is also weak, like the father, energyless, exhausted, totally exhausted, working hard full day only for his children, only for his family. But his family is not paying much attention to him, not taking care of his their father, just neglecting him. Whether he is there in the house or he's not, they don't have any difference. So the speaker says that I see drinking weak tea. Home again, I see him drinking weak tea, eating a stale chapati, reading a book, and then he goes into the toilet to contemplate man's extra engagement from a man-made world. See, a very different description of, very different and true description of toilet here. To contemplate means to think deeply. To contemplate means to think deeply. So I think the toilet is a place where you can really get the mm, solitude, or you can really get the loneliness there. There you will, no one will disturb you, and there you can think deeply because you are detached by the rest of the world. Okay, second line also describes the toilet. See the first line, I will read again. He goes into the toilet to contemplate. To contemplate means to think deeply. Man's extra engagement from a man-made world. Toilet is a place which can detach you from the man-made world. A man is there inside in the toilet, and man is detached. He has no contact with the outer world there. No one will disturb him, no one will call him. He will just go there, and he is lonely. He is there lonely, and one individual who is thinking very deep. He can think because no work there, no calls, no nothing there. You can only think of yourself. So that is the place to contemplate. It is very unusual but very true. Okay, so that is the place where the father goes and he thinks deeply. He thinks about, maybe thinking about himself, his life, his family, his children. Okay, their attitude towards him, everything. He is a human being after all. He also must be getting hurted because of the behavior of his children. Okay, so man's extra engagement. So that is also given here. Extra engagement means alienation. Alienation, अकेलापन. So man से जुदा कर देता है. Man-made word से अकेले आप रह सकते हो. Coming out, he trembles at the sink. He trembles. He becomes so weak after the thinking also. Physically, he has become very tired and very weak. Physically, he is weak. But now mentally also he becomes so weak that he trembles coming out on the sink. The cold water running over his brown hands. A few droplets clinch to the graying hair on his wrist. His sullen children have often refused to share jokes and secrets with him. So he is coming out to wash his hands, and everything is observed and described here. But the children in the house, they don't receive him, they don't talk to him, they don't share anything with his father, as if the father is coming for just for a moment, as if in the lodging and boarding the people come and go, and then no one is paying attention to them, the managers and the other people, they are not paying attention like that. The treatment is received from their his children to the father.